The Immigration Act of 1990 now allowed 700,000 immigrants in the United States per year, but in years following that, only 675,000 immigrants were allowed to enter. This act was signed by George H. Bush and increased the legal immigrants in the United States. The IIR-IRA, or the Legal Immigrant Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act of 1996, made it less challenging to deport immigrants from the United States. This act was passed and signed by Bill Clinton that stated if illegal immigrants are situated in the United States over 100 days, but under 1 year, they had to stay outside the U.S. for 3 years. But if the immigrant stayed in the U.S. for over 365 days, they had to stay outside the U.S. for 10 years. But if these immigrants, also known as unlawfully present, received a pardon, they were allowed to stay in the U.S. But if an immigrant returned to the U.S. without a pardon, they could be permanently removed from the United States. Though Clinton had passed the IIR-IRA, he stated that America was in need of more immigrants. This led to the switch in the need for immigrants on the terrorist attack on September 11, 2001.
The United States, with entry points at hundreds of airports, harbors, and along a border of more than 100,000 miles, is protected by the Department of Homeland Security, including the Transportation Security Administration, the U.S. Coast Guard, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and Customs and Border Protection, including the Border Patrol. This is Homeland Security, USA.
After the terrorist attack on September 11, 2001, many immigration agencies were formed. On September 20th, President George W. Bush created the Office of Homeland Security. In January 2003, Congress introduced the DHS, or the Department of Homeland Security, and within the DHS, there were many border agencies. The border agencies included the USCIS, or the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, the CBP, or the Customs and Border Protection, and the ICE, or the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. As a result of 9/11, America has been very cautious of who they let in and out of America today.
Clouds are somewhere in the air, bombs are falling everywhere.